Alright, gonna be installing a healtech speedohealer on a 2012 Yamaha R6. Already got the seat off and gonna pop the gas tank. Already got these plastics off right here, so now gonna undo this bolt right here, this one, and another one on this side. Just gonna pop it up, and you can use a piece of wood. I usually just stick a screwdriver underneath, just like so. Now I'm gonna find the speed sensor connector. Speed sensor is gonna be this plug right over here. It's got a 3-pin connector. And one way to double check would be to unplug it and then spin the back wheel and then look at the speedometer and see if the speed goes up. Right now the sensor is still connected. I'm gonna turn the bike on and just double check to make sure that's the speed sensor. So I'm gonna spin the back wheel and see if the speedometer goes up. And it did, so that looks like off. So I'm gonna disconnect this sensor right here and do that again and see if the speed goes up. So this is with the sensor disconnected. Spin the back wheel. And the speed doesn't change, so that looks like it's the right one. It's off again, so I'm gonna take my harness from the speedohealer and connect it to the plugs that I just disconnected. So I got my plugs connected. I'm just gonna leave them sitting just like that. This wire is long enough, so I think I'm just gonna route it all the way to the back seat and just put it inside in there. Feeding this wire through, there isn't really much room to get this plug underneath right here, so I just put it right underneath this one right here. It's got a bigger gap, and then you can just slide it over on this side right here. Now that's all installed, I'm gonna test and see if I connected everything properly. So to do this, the bike's got to be off. You press the select button and hold it, and then turn your ignition on. Then you see the T light up right there. Rotate the back wheel and the T should be blinking. Also, the speedometer should show a number other than 0 on there. So that's perfectly fine. So exit out of test mode, press select. And now the speedometer should be back to 0. If you spin the back wheel, it should work as if you've never connected the speedohealer back in. So the speedohealer also comes with another harness for top speed recall. While it's all kind of apart, I might as well just route this in there. The top speed plug plugged in right there, fed it all the way through. Had a bunch of slack, so I just zip tied it off. And then underneath the air filter box, right in here, around this hole, and then right by this brake reservoir bracket, that's where I put the button. And it'll stay there, it's not gonna go anywhere. So now I'm actually going to start calibrating the speedohealer, and to do this, to find out the ratio that you need, you can go to the healtech website and use the calculator they provide, or you can download the app. If you go on the website for the speedohealer calculator, it'll show you step by step on how to literally do everything. So I did mine on an estimated value because of my sprocket conversions. Maybe I'll get an actual radar reading later on from like a GPS or something, then adjust the values accordingly. So my calibration value was 14.9%. That's what I did. That's what I adjusted it on the speedohealer. And then once all that's all said and done, whenever you turn on your ignition, the speedohealer will read out the value of your current calibration. So just like this. So there you go, 14.9. Doesn't actually show the decimals or anything. So that's all it is. Okay, so all done now. I'm gonna put it all back together, take it for a spin, and see how we're doing.